everyone, it's Melissa with the M Word. I wanted to show you our first grade non-religious customized Timberdoodle kit for our first grade school year, which starts tomorrow, technically today. It's really late. Okay, so this is everything in our kit. I have opened a few things already. Like I mentioned, it's because it's really late, and I thought it would be easier to not have a bunch of rattling things when I have toddlers and babies sleeping and my husband has to be up in 3 hours. So Timberdoodle's kits come with this awesome handbook. You can get the handbook without the kits. You just have to call them, I think. This is the first grade handbook for the non-religious kits. The biggest difference I know for sure in the kits are the science is different between the religious and the non-religious. And inside this handbook is some suggested books for the reading log, book suggestions right here. And those do change based on religious and non-religious. So they have a reading challenge. There's some information on what to do with your items in your kit. There is some information on what to do weekly for your basic kit, your complete kit, or your elite kits. And then, of course, these checklists are based on if you bought everything in one basic, complete, or elite. And all the items in here are based on the items that are in the full kit. So like in here where ours, it mentions history, we did not get Story of the World. And then on the back, under my hand, is a code for the customizable online scheduler. So you can customize the schedule in here, and rather than having every single thing that's in here, you can change how many days you want to do school, how many weeks you want to do school. You can swap out history for history quest. You can do, well, you have to type in history quest. It doesn't just auto do it when it doesn't come in the kit. But if it comes in the kit, it auto schedules it for you. Everything else you can add in as you want. You could add in dance classes, or if you have soccer or sports, you can add all that in there. So you have each thing, each day of the week that you plan on schooling. And then in here, so these are the plus, and they are like little, they all look exactly the same. They look like little puzzle pieces. That's the little neon ones, but then there's these other ones. And I would keep these away from small kids. Like I have small kids, so only my daughter will be able to play with these. And there's a ton of them in there. There's handbooks and lots of stuff in there. Then there is this create your own planet, doodle and draw. Building blocks of science. There is the teacher's manual and the student textbook. And this is an actual hardcover book, and then the teacher's manual is a softcover book. And I do believe there is a student study book in here as well. I'll have to keep looking as we go through here. The teacher's manual just shows you what you should do, when you should do it. We also got the lab kit, and that was put up months ago because it came months ago randomly in a weird little box that I opened and I stuck up on top of a shelf, so I did forget to grab that. We did Building Blocks of Science Book K for kindergarten. I liked it. I know the biggest complaint on Book K is that it's like a coloring book, and I know Timberdoodle no longer carries it in their kits. I personally liked it. I thought as long as you were reading the stuff that was in the coloring book, it was still beneficial in teaching your daughters or your children. My daughter, she would color in the atoms. We would talk about them. She learned what an oxygen. She knows how many arms, because they show them as arms, so she knows how many electrons they have. She knows that. And I feel like it did a great job at giving her a foundational understanding of science. So I really liked Book K. So this is book 1. This is the scrunch map. So let's see here. Oh, it's still sealed. Oh, no, it's not. It comes with a little bag to hold it in and the scrunch map. So it's supposed to be tear resistant. So No folding required, scrunch it, stir it, tear, and water resistance. So it should be, oh yeah, it doesn't even want to, it does not want to tear. So that would be amazing with little kids. I don't have to worry about it getting spilled on or ripped or torn because it will handle all of it. That is awesome. Then there are these mini loop. I have no idea what this is. I've seen it on YouTube a few times. I think they're supposed to be really cool and fun for kids. So this is the starter pack, the visual perception pack 2, visual perception pack 1, concentration pack, math and basic geometry, critical thinking, theme-based, and then back to the starter pack. There is the Imagine Dice. These is like an introduction to storytelling, kind of. So they roll the dice and they tell you a story based on what's on the dice. I think it's awesome at teaching your kid how to write a story when they don't quite know how to write. So I think that would be amazing, and I look forward to using that with my daughter. I think she'll love it. Artiste Patch. It looks like it's metal foils. So they glue, transfer the foil, and then you have your pretty picture. Aquarium, I think that's how you say it. I have no idea. I know it's French, I think. My daughter did the postcards for kindergarten. They come with the kindergarten kit again this year as well. And I loved them. She loved them. We did all of them in one day, so I know I will have no problems with these. And they are glow in the dark. So even though we didn't get the history from Timberdoodle, we got History Quest Ancient Times. Since we still went with an Ancient Times history, I went ahead and got the Ancient Times famous figures, and I'll just match it up to our History Quest as we go through it. So she'll get to put these together as I read through our history. This was our free item. If you spend so much money, you get a free item with Timberdoodle. So this is what I picked out. True Stories of the Revolutionary War, and it's just these little comic book tidbits about the Revolutionary War. Coloring with clay. They give you 4 little jungle scenes, and then you just manipulate the clay to make the scene. And I know she'll love this. And this is stuff that I would never have thought of providing my daughter to do. I would have done simple, here's some crayons, color a picture. So having things like this is super important to me. What's new, what's missing, what's different? This is logic. So Timberdoodle's big emphasis is on logic, STEM, and art, and they do a wonderful job with that. This is just fun, little, you know, these shoes should be in pairs, and then there's the answers are on the back as well. Skill Sharpeners Geography. We did grade K in our Timberdoodle kindergarten kit, so I know she'll like this as well. It'll just build on the basics that she already has. Daily Writing, grade 1. This was not in kindergarten, but there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so one of every day of the week. We currently don't school 5 days a week, which I find a little frustrating with Matthew C and with some of these things that are set up for a 5-day week. So I'll have to see if we need to change that and do 5-day weeks, or if I need to find a way to make this just take longer, which is what we did last year, because we do technically school all year round, but I just don't make her do as much during the summer. So I'm sure if we just take a day or 2 off during the week, we can still finish this up in the summer with no problems. Creative Thinking, grade 1. She did Creative Thinking. I think there was a K version of this. This is a lot more colorful though and pretty. Ants, fish, planes, vegetables, hats. I know she really likes these. There's a test prep in grade 1, and I believe in every grade after from 1st grade on. So this test prep just teaches them how to test. It shows them with, you know, circling the right dot. So if you're in a state that requires standardized testing, your child will be able to know what to do and how to take a test. We are not in a state that requires standardized testing, but I do think it's important that she knows how to test. If she ever has to go back to public school, they will test her. If we just go all the way through high school, which is my plan. She will still need to take her SATs, so being used to this kind of thing, this kind of testing would be important for her to know how to do. Oh, and here is the lab book. I did think there was a lab book in here, Building Blocks of Science. So this is a consumable lab book for the kids. My husband is most excited for this. This is Robotics Pets. It has 7-in-1. So they can build the puppy, the cricket, the polar bear, the goldfish, the whale, the tank, the bluebird, or anything they want. Their imagination is the limit. This is Cat and Mouse. It's one of their smart games. I believe every smart game we've had so far has been one player. Every single smart game we have tried so far, my daughter has loved. We have Apple Twist, we have Little Red Riding Hood, Smart Farmer, and I think there's a few more yet down in our playroom downstairs. But I know she's gonna love this. I don't think I've opened it yet. Yeah, no, I haven't. And this is Postman Observation Game. This is a cute little game for ages 4 and up, and it says family games. So how many players? 8 board games, more than 100 different cities. It does not say how many players, so when I look into this more, I will let you guys know. Like I said, we are doing Matthew C. Alpha for kindergarten, so my daughter tested ahead in math. So Timberdoodle has all the placement tests online, and my daughter placed for kindergarten in Alpha, so we did Alpha. And then for first grade, which would normally come with the Alpha, we went ahead and customized our kit to get the Beta, so the second grade math. So this is the student workbook, the tests. It comes with a DVD. It comes with a code to watch these videos online if you don't have a DVD player. My code's on the back here. And then it comes with an instruction manual as well, so you don't have to use either. You could just read it if you wanted. I never even opened my Alpha instruction manual. She read the book, or she watched the videos, and we just did the homework. So if you need the instruction book, it's here. It is a hardcover book. The student workbook is not hardcover, and neither is the test book. This is Spelling UC. Last year with my kindergarten kit, I swapped out Spelling UC with All About Spelling. That did not go as planned. So in February, I got Spelling UC-A, and I love Spelling UC. I did not expect to love it as much as I do, so I went ahead and I got it for our first grade kit as well. I do hope to circle back around and also do All About Spelling, because I think it's important to understand those rules and knowing how spelling works, because I struggle with my spelling. But I think this is a fun, easy way to get her to learn. So it comes with crayons, erasable crayon, pencil, or sorry, it comes with erasable colored pencil. Comes with the Instructor Handbook as well, which has a code over here from I don't know what yet, but I will find out and let you know. And then they are supposed to highlight in their stuff. This is the student workbook and the student workbook part 1 and part 2. So I'll put part 2 over here. So they just write, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So Spelling UCB is a Jack and Jill. So these should all be little nursery rhymes. So not only does it teach her how to spell, but it'll teach her all these cute little nursery rhymes as well. I know the higher up ones have like history and little tidbits about America. And I think not only is it important for learning how to spell, but they're also getting all that extra knowledge as well. And I think that's important. So regardless, I will carry through with Spelling UC, but I am still hoping to use All About Spelling. So this last thing is a little weird. I have been doing, we got All About Reading level 1 for my daughter in our kindergarten kit. And it did not stick, and she's very frustrated with it. So we stopped it, and I started using the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts level K, pre-K. No, K primer. They have a pre-K and then like an in-between kindergarten and then a kindergarten. And we went ahead and did the kindergarten primer. And it's sticking and she likes it, and it's not a horrible drag out fight to do it that way. So right now we're using the Good and the Beautiful for our language arts. I'm going to continue with that, and I'm going to do level K and first grade, the Good and the Beautiful. But then I got All About Reading level 1 yet to do with her. And I went ahead and still got this level 2 with our first grade kit, even though we won't be using it anytime soon. But I do think that once she gets a little bit more of a grasp on reading, this won't be as stressful for her. And I do know most kids love it and it works great for them. So every kid is different. Do what's best for your kid. So this is the student pack. It has stickers, syllable tags, instruction manual, and then they've got the 2 readers. And the readers are beautiful as always. They are hardcover and they are super simple, beautiful, colorful readers. And that is everything in our Timberdoodle first grade kit. If you have any questions, leave them below. That is my cat trying to take out things in my living room. I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything I missed or anything you would like to know. Thanks. Bye.